NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Owens is returning to pro football. He announced that he is joining the fan controlled football league as a wide receiver. He's going to be on the same team as Johnny Manziel. And before you say, oh, he's just joining this makeshift parody of a league, that's not all that's part of this story. There's more. Terrell Owens says he's looking forward to throwing with Johnny Manziel or whoever may be quarterback. First of all, the idea of Terrell Owens catching passes in a game from Johnny Manziel is insane, and honestly something that is worth, in my opinion, checking out just for the insanity of it. Secondly, Terrell Owens did not rule out an NFL comeback. He said when speaking to ESPN, I wasn't given the opportunity to play. That does not mean I retired. Has Colin Kaepernick retired because he hasn't given an opportunity to play? No. He went on to say, I can do a lot of things that other people can't do. It's not a matter of me going out there and trying to prove anyone wrong. I just don't like the notion that people see it even in the NFL. It's almost like, okay, you've reached a certain age where you can't where it's at that point in life you can't play anymore is basically what he said. And look, Terrell Owens, to his credit, is in impeccable shape. He is, for someone who is 48 years old, he has taken care of himself better than I think most 48-year-olds do. Also, you have to factor in that the last time he did get a chance to play was 2010, which I agree with him here. I think in 2010, when he got injured, I believe he suffered a torn ACL. He was playing for the Bengals, and I think in 14 games he had nearly 1,000 yards receiving, 72 receptions. He was leading that team in receiving like by far, and he was a star. He was still TO, and it ended up being that after that nobody gave him a chance because he was what 30 he was like 36, but that was at the point where people were like, all right, by 35, 36, receivers are done, even though the greatest of all time, or the greatest receiver of all time, you should say, Jerry Rice did it until he was about 40. So again, I think he's right on this. There is a notion that players after a certain age are done. And I think that recently, someone who has dispelled these notions is Tom Brady. He actually talked about Tom Brady in this interview, and I actually agree with him here as well. He said, if Tom Brady can do it, if they can marvel at some of the things he's done, I'm no different than Tom Brady. And look, that's true. If you're telling me that Tom Brady, who's about to turn 45, can play 22 consecutive seasons, and Terrell Owens, who hasn't played in the NFL for about, 11 seasons now, Terrell Owens, who is 48 years old, who, by the way, last year he ran a 40-yard dash race with Tyreek Hill, and he ran a 4.40 at the age of like 46. I understand that people want to say that, it's easy for people to say that, oh, it's impossible or whatever. And I'm not saying he's going to make the team and become like the leading receiver on the team. I'm not even saying he's going to be anything but a practice squad player. But if I'm a team that's really short on depth at receiver and I'm looking for someone who is cheap, who's been there, who other receivers, younger receivers can learn from, I wouldn't mind bringing in T.O. And hell, it might be worth it just for the ticket sales if you're a market that's looking to kind of have an attraction like that or have some news and have some buzz. I do think that T.O. could provide that. And look, we'll see how he does with the zappers. I'm interested to see what it looks like because, like, look, it's a novelty, and I get it, and I get no one really takes the fan control football league seriously. I don't either. But, and big but here. That's not to say that it's impossible for Terrell Owens to play in the NFL or make an NFL roster, or get a chance to make an NFL roster. If Tim Tebow can take, what was it, a 7-year hiatus to go play baseball, come back and try to get a spot at tight end, there's no reason that Terrell Owens can't do the same. There's absolutely no reason. And you can transfer him into a coach role eventually and all that. And look, again, Tom Brady's about to turn 45. He's done it for 22 consecutive seasons. Terrell Owens did it for a long time. Then now he's had a break, a very long break, and science has gotten better. People are taking care of their bodies better. He's definitely taking care of his body better. He's older. He's mature. I'm just saying, it wouldn't be the craziest thing. There are 100% crazier things that could happen in the NFL than Terrell Owens playing. And if he does get a shot, I doubt it's gonna happen. Like again, I really doubt it's gonna happen. But if he does get a shot, it's gonna be interesting to see. Regardless, let me know what you guys think though in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever our videos are released.